What if there was a currency that wasn't controlled by any government or central authority? Imagine a form of money that is completely digital, a currency created and stored electronically. This is Bitcoin, a decentralized digital currency that is taking the world by storm. Bitcoin operates on a technology called blockchain, which is essentially a public ledger containing all transaction data from anyone who uses Bitcoin. Transactions are added to blocks, or the links of code that make up the chain, and each transaction must be recorded on a block. But the key difference is that this technology is decentralized. There's no central hub where this information is stored. Instead, it's distributed across a global network of computers that maintain the blockchain. This decentralization is what makes Bitcoin so unique. It's not subject to the whims of economic and political shifts, or the financial practices of any government. Welcome to the world of Bitcoin, a currency that operates independently of a central bank. Bitcoin did not just appear out of thin air. There's a fascinating story behind its creation. It all started in the midst of the global financial crisis of 2008. As financial institutions around the world crumbled, a mysterious figure, or perhaps a group, known as Satoshi Nakamoto, saw an opportunity for a new kind of currency, one that was decentralized, digital, and free from the constraints of traditional banking systems. In January of 2009, the first block of the Bitcoin blockchain, aptly named the Genesis block, was mined by Nakamoto. This marked the birth of Bitcoin, the world's first cryptocurrency. But what's more intriguing is the message Nakamoto embedded in the Genesis block, a headline from the Times newspaper that read, "Chancellor on brink of second bailout for banks." This served as a stark commentary on the state of the global economy and the need for a new financial order. Shortly after, Nakamoto released the Bitcoin white paper titled Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. This 9-page document laid the groundwork for Bitcoin, describing it as an electronic payment system based on cryptographic proof instead of trust. It detailed the concept of mining, a process where transactions are verified and added to the public ledger, known as the blockchain. The white paper was profoundly revolutionary. It proposed a system where two parties could transact directly with each other without the need for a trusted third party, such as a bank. This was a radical departure from the conventional banking system and marked the beginning of a new era in digital finance. But just as mysteriously as he appeared, Nakamoto vanished from the online community in 2010, leaving behind a legacy that continues to shape the world of finance. Despite its creator's anonymity, Bitcoin has made a significant impact on the world, challenging our understanding of currencies. So how does this mysterious currency function without a central authority, I hear you ask? Well, let's unravel this enigma together, shall we? The core concept that enables Bitcoin to operate independently is known as mining. Now, before you start picturing pickaxes and dirt-streaked faces, let's clarify. This isn't the mining of the physical world. Instead, it's a digital process where powerful computers compete to solve complex mathematical problems. It's a bit like a worldwide mathematical lottery, where the winning computer gets to add the latest block of transactions to the blockchain. Now, what's a blockchain, you ask? Picture it as a public ledger, a transparent record of all Bitcoin transactions. Each block represents a list of recent transactions, and once it's added to the blockchain, it's there for good. No revisions, no alterations. It's the epitome of transparency and trust. But who are these miners? They're not employees of Bitcoin or any central authority, but rather independent participants from all over the globe. They're incentivized by rewards. For each block they add to the blockchain, they receive a certain amount of Bitcoin. This is how new Bitcoin comes into existence. These miners also play a vital role in validating and recording transactions. When you send Bitcoin to someone, miners validate the transaction by ensuring you're the rightful owner of the Bitcoin you're attempting to send. This prevents double spending, a potential flaw where a Bitcoin owner makes a copy of the digital token and sends it to a merchant, while retaining the original. So, in a nutshell, Bitcoin operates much like a self-regulating ecosystem. It's a system where everyone can see everyone else's transactions. It's a system that thrives on transparency, and one where trust is not just assumed, but is inherent in the system itself. In essence, Bitcoin operates on a system of trust, where all transactions are transparent and cannot be reversed or tampered with. That's the beauty of this digital currency. It's a technological marvel, functioning seamlessly without any central authority. But why does Bitcoin matter? How is it used? And what impact does it have on our society? In our digital age, Bitcoin has become a versatile tool with multifaceted uses. For one, it's used for online transactions, enabling people to buy and sell goods and services on a decentralized platform. It's a breath of fresh air in a world dominated by traditional financial institutions, offering freedom from regulation and the convenience of borderless transactions. Bitcoin also shines as an investment asset. Its value has seen astronomical growth since its inception, making it an enticing prospect for investors. It's a new kind of asset class, a digital gold if you will, that has the potential to yield significant returns. However, it's important to remember that with high reward comes high risk. Bitcoin's value can be quite volatile, and it's crucial to approach investment with caution and due diligence. Moreover, Bitcoin has found its place as a store of value. Much like gold, it's an asset people can turn to in times of economic uncertainty. Its finite supply makes it resistant to inflation, further bolstering its appeal as a safe haven asset. But let's not forget about Bitcoin's impact on various industries. Finance and e-commerce have been particularly influenced. Bitcoin has introduced a new way of conducting transactions which is faster, more transparent, and less reliant on intermediaries. This disruption has pushed these industries to innovate and adapt, ultimately benefiting the consumer. Perhaps one of Bitcoin's most significant potential impacts is its ability to provide financial services to the unbanked population. There are billions of people worldwide without access to traditional banking services. Bitcoin, with its decentralized nature and ease of access, could be the key to providing these individuals with the financial inclusion they so desperately need. Bitcoin, in its short existence, has already begun to change the way we see and use money. It's more than just a digital currency. It's a revolution, a catalyst for change, and a beacon of possibilities in the ever-evolving world of technology. So, what does the future hold for Bitcoin? We've journeyed through the enigmatic birth of Bitcoin, its intriguing mechanics, and its profound impact. Now we turn our gaze to the horizon, attempting to discern what lies in store for this digital pioneer. Bitcoin's future is, in many ways, as mysterious as its origins. It's a story yet to be written, a path yet to be trodden. Its volatile nature is akin to a tempestuous sea, with soaring peaks and plunging depths marking its course. One moment, it's breaking records. The next, it's plummeting, making the financial world dizzy with its capricious dance. The intrigue lies not only in its volatility, but also in the ongoing debates about its sustainability. As we've discussed earlier, Bitcoin's underlying technology, blockchain, requires an enormous amount of energy. This has raised questions about its environmental impact and whether it can sustainably scale to meet growing demand. Then there are the regulatory challenges. Governments and financial institutions around the world are grappling with how to manage this new form of currency. Some are welcoming it with open arms, seeing it as a tool for economic growth and innovation. Others are more cautious, fearing its potential for misuse and the possible destabilization of traditional financial systems. Yet, despite these uncertainties, Bitcoin remains resilient. It continues to intrigue us, to challenge our understanding of money and finance. It's a testament to the power of innovation, of a decentralized and democratic form of currency that exists outside the traditional banking system. Perhaps the future of Bitcoin lies not in its value or its volatility, but in the questions it raises, the conversations it sparks, and the change it incites. It's a journey that we're all a part of, a journey that's shaping the future of money and finance. Despite uncertainties, Bitcoin continues to intrigue and challenge our understanding of money and finance. So we've journeyed through the enigmatic world of Bitcoin. We've dived into its genesis, unraveled the complex yet fascinating mechanics of its operation, explored its myriad uses, and pondered its profound impact. We've also gazed into the crystal ball of its uncertain future, a future that is as unpredictable as it is intriguing. As we continue to explore this digital frontier, remember, the future of Bitcoin, like any currency, is ultimately determined by those who use it. Subscribe for more content.